Fill up the 4 groups. Move to a new.
The only thing I have that I like about today is that I get
So,
what?
here's one thing I'm going to do. You 4 cannot be together.
Why?
Because you are the 4 that were in class together last year and were in class together this summer. You must break the habit of separating
that
this
means
group.
we have to split.
Exactly. So 2 of you should move. 2 of you can stay together, but 2 of you
I'll
can't.
move together.
You need to intermingle your groups from the previous year. You need to intermingle your groups from the previous year.
What about Ethan?
Trust me, do not touch these yet. Don't touch them.
Yes.
Don't touch them, you might hurt yourself. Trust me, don't touch these yet. So, grab a seat. Here. Because that's a weird group. So, one person, go join Ethan, keep him from being so lonely. One person, go join Ethan, keep him from being so lonely. So then we'll have groups of 3, 3, 3.
I don't think we're allowed to.
One more. Yeah, one more.
I'm taking care of Jenny since we had.
Actually, yeah, one of you guys has to go.
Christopher.
No, one of you.
One of us.
Yeah, because both of them were together last year. We need to intermingle.
Who goes Jenny?
Rock, paper, scissors? Rock, paper, scissors. Let's do out of 3, always. So you won.
I don't want Gunner.
You went. Yeah, it was.
No, 2 out of 3. Bye, Jenny.
Okay, so don't touch the cups. They're lava. Okay. So welcome to class. Now, hold on. So a couple general things. You guys already know me, right? You either spent all summer with me or you know me from last year. But here's the deal. We all in Worthington have a new math curriculum this year. And the new, well, not curriculum, new resource. Curriculum is dangerous to say because the standards haven't changed. What we're trying to teach you has not changed. How we are teaching you has changed. So a lot of the focus this year, like most all of the focus, is working in teams, using your classmates as your resources. So one of the first activities we're going to do, and I'm going to change my expectations because you're 8th graders, is taking the cup stacks in front of you from what's pictured on the left, and turning it into what's pictured on the right. Now, here's the thing. My classroom is full of resources. So you may use any resources at your disposal as long as when you're done, you're going to put them back. So we have, just for a second, just stop moving. I can't focus. I get too, well, put it on the ground, but I get too distracted. I will literally, like, all over the place. I know I'm a teacher, but we get distracted too. So whiteboards on both ends of here are accessible. I don't have dry erase markers right now, but you won't need them today. Books back there, we'll end up using the books, but you can use them today if you need. So your objective is to take the stack from left to right, but if you've ever played the ground as lava, these cups are lava. These cups cannot be touched by your hand. However, we fortunately have a special tool. This, now I'm magic. I have a superpower. I can touch lava. So this tool has been created in the depths of a mountain, far, far away, and it can touch lava. You can only touch the strings. So you're safe to touch the strings, not the rubber band, not the cups. Your goal is in 2 minutes, so I give the 7th graders 3, without talking, get the cups from left stack to right stack. Time will start as soon as I start the timer. You may begin whenever you'd like. No talking. Don't cheat. Don't whisper. Now you can, if it like falls on the ground, you may reset to the beginning point. folks can't touch the cups. They just burst into flames. Now your hands are on fire. It's lava.
He was thinking out of the box. He was thinking out of the box. I hear you.
A little over 1 minute. No talking. That's kind of cheating. Nothing can touch the cups but the rubber band, really. But the string is iffy, but the board should. Because they can be your platform. You want a flat platform in the middle of your class. All you're just trying to do is go from the left picture to the right picture.
We were doing so well, and then we just.
You can reset it all and start
We
over.
have to put it back in.
No, you can move the back table, you can move the floor. I don't care where you're at. You're
But
just
once
trying
we
to.
pick them up from the top, they have to be in.
Once you start going, you start it. So now that you touch the cups, you start here and you start.
Oh, okay.
15 seconds.
What?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Yes!
3,
What?
2, 1. All right, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, here's what's up.
No.
What do you think? That's annoying. What do you think would help us out here?
Talking.
All right. So, go ahead. Hold up.
Being able to touch glue on the cups. Wait, no.
Hold on. So, here's what I'll give you now. So reset all the way to the beginning. And it took you guys the entire time. So hold on. Now it's going to be how quick can you do it. So here's my two. Hey, hold up. Here's my two conditions I'll give you now. You may talk, communicate in any way if necessary, and hey guys, chill for a moment. Your group is not just worried about yourself. You may try to involve other people or try to involve yourself in other people. So if you think that you as a 3-person group, it's not working out, you can try to recruit some help or you can try to give some help. So I will reset this to 2 minutes.
Or we can knock each other over.
You still can only, I will clarify this, touch the cups with the rubber band. The strings are technically cheating. They would burst into flames. So, the rubber band is like impermeable to all heat. It is the super band. So, now somebody said more time would help. Now, more time would always help, but sometimes we can't make more time. So, let's say 2 minutes again. You may talk, you may help other teams, or get help from other teams.
So we don't need to put it back in 20 seconds together.
Stack it right now. Hold.
There we go.
Wait, what if we stretch it? Yeah, that works. I see.
Remember my superpower.
Done.
Put it back to how it started. See how many using your rubber band tool. Now you're trying to see how many laps can you do. How many times can you do this. So it's not just can you do it, how efficiently can you do it.
Okay, I'm sorry. This one we usually do. Up onto another side. Yeah, up. Remember that. It's stacking
This is almost harder, isn't it?
I can't do it too very well.
You're thinking it, your teammates can't get in your head, so you're thinking it, say it out loud.
No! It's right there. It's right there.
20 seconds.
Right there. It's right there. No! You're not turning over. Yes! No!
Now we stand.
We were so
Oh God! We had to figure out how to do it. 9 seconds.
Yes! Okay. Oh, no! Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. No, it's
Okay, we're done.
3, 2,
Wait,
1.
Thank you
That was
guys.
nice.
So,
Yeah.
hey, so by the time at the end of class, I'll give you guys more chances to try this.
Good.
So grab a seat. Grab a seat.
Because we know how to do it.
Grab a seat.
Yeah, so do we.
What?
I just listened to you.
Oh.
What? Listening to you.
Hopefully your hands are still intact. So,
Nope, they're dead now.
so how'd we do? Let's get some feedback. So let's compare silent versus talking. Whatever comparisons you want to make. How'd we do? Matt. So hold on. Lamp answer. What do you mean, Matt?
Well, I mean, the first time we didn't really get anything done. But then the second time, I don't know why, but right at the beginning, we just, helped us, and she just knew kind of how to do it. Yeah, you did. One of us. That's how we figured that you were supposed to do
So
it.
let me ask this question.
So,
Has anyone ever done this before? At camp or church? At
Oh,
church, probably. Camp, church,
cheating.
where?
Destination imagination.
So hold on. So what? Hold on. What then could we say about
that team had an unfair advantage.
that? Not unfair advantage.
They had an advantage.
That team had schema, right? Let's use some of our words. Schema, knowledge about a topic. You guys talked about schema last year in language arts and stuff. So you guys have schema about mastery. Well, you mean it. So you know about the topic, right? You know about Phoenix. So Chris had that previous knowledge. What happened because Chris had that previous knowledge?
They won.
At
Now-
the beginning, we got it done easily.
Now let me ask this question. First time around, was there zero communication?
No.
What kind of communication
It's
was
just
there?
no verbal
Body
communication.
signs,
Non-verbal, right? So now let me ask this question. Chris, if you had had the opportunity to tell your team to talk, communicate, do you think you would have got it faster?
Probably.
I totally think you would. Because you guys got it pretty darn fast not talking. I think if you had just like taken 5 seconds to tell, like get everybody on the same page, and then just make it happen. So let me ask this then also. Do you think you could have went to the other groups and helped them be able to do it more efficiently?
Yeah.
Interesting points.
Didn't.
So, this is really not necessary because you guys are Math 2 and you're accelerated, and yeah, this is the same presentation for the other people. But what this comes back down to then is this. So please in your group choose a scribe or volunteer as a scribe if you would like to write. I've got scrap paper. I've got lined paper right here, and I've got scrap paper up here, which it does not have to be nice. So if you want to grab scrap paper, that's printed on one side and blank, on the other. What we want to do, and we're trying to shoot for 10, is let's have a conversation in your small group of what do you not like people to say or do when you're in group situations. And I heard a couple things. I think some of the people, maybe not, but I think some people said a couple things that probably weren't necessarily appreciated by their teammates. And sometimes we say things sarcastically. And, sometimes we don't really mean what we say. But let's assume that everybody's taking what we say rather literally. Like they're hearing it, internalizing it. What we say is what comes across. So what do you not like to hear, say, or do in a group versus what you would like to hear, say, or do in a group? So if you heard of the eat this, not that book, you can think about that. So instead of saying a statement like, you're really bad at this, you're never going to be successful.
Terrible.
What could you say? So even if you're thinking in your head like, man, Chris is really bad at this cup stack thing. Now, he was the best, so that's why I'm going to pick on him. But maybe I say, Chris, I think you could get better if you tried. So instead of saying, man, you're really bad, I provide a suggestion for how he could improve. So I'll give you, 4 or 5 minutes, something like that, and we'll come back together. So in your little groups of 3, try to come up with 10, pros and cons, essentially. Things that are good, behavior, statements, things like that, and things that we'd like to avoid.
So 10 of each?
No, just 10 total, if you're allowed to. That's just our goal.
Okay. One of them. You were garbage. That's a pretty good big one. Do not hate on people. That's a pretty good one. To generally say that you're not helping when they are helping either.
Probably you.
That really annoys me.
Yes,
Don't be hypocritical. Always Shaking hands.
Yeah, I do.
The person who doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Kind of sits
Person
there.
who doesn't do anything.
Holding the group back.
Or does way too much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not somebody's not participating. Okay.
You need everyone to participate, but you can't have someone who just like too much dialogue. Or you get like being
You guys think I'm
really
like,
upset.
look
Like someone who's
How
like,
about, like,
Someone who
I'm really excited.
Yeah, kind of.
Or, like,
I think we'll make it for the digit
Yeah.
ones, because the digit ones weren't very
Oh,
good.
you guys don't have like a student book, but having a textbook is a really good thing.
I just don't like having a student book because like the student book ended up like it was like ripping in half and it was
This
so
paper is nicer quality too.
Okay.
So you guys won't get one of these?
we just use them.
Yeah, like you. This is for 7th grade, but like feel like compared to the old books.
Oh,
like that's real paper.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's nice
I still
paper.
have this.
It's a good paper. Oh no.
I know you
Oh,
don't want to.
just stop.
But remember this? It's like
I think it's
newspaper.
I wanna burn it.
Terrible.
I know, and I can like rip like 80
Oh,
pages
no.
at the same time.
Feel this paper. It is amazing. It is
Not
incredible.
digits.
No, not at all.
It's
These are the
real
new
paper.
workbooks for 7th grade. You guys won't have workbooks, but you'll have
But
textbooks.
feel the
You
paper.
look really
Oh, this is good
digits.
paper.
It is like the good paper. It's the paper that like you feel happy when you write on it.
And
I had that in
It's
fifth
good
grade.
and it's set up in a way that makes sense. Like it's
Oh my God,
like-
you put it in your binder.
This is
Man,
so
if you're
beautiful.
old, what do you
Okay,
have?
that seems like it's not. Okay, so if we have these
Like,
last
says
two-
things
okay,
that
what else
aren't
do we not like about people in general?
What else don't you like about people?
Okay.
Good is listening to ideas.
Okay, let's do what we do like when people actually help. That's something that we like.
A lot of
When people help in the group, that's something that we actually like.
Telling.
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
So let's write. Maybe we should write something good, like that people are actually working together.
So actually, especially since we're a class of 9, let's go ahead and bring this back together. I hear a lot of really good things, but I hear some things being repeated across the group, so we might as well just go ahead and merge back together because we're not that big. Does somebody want to scribe for all of us, like scribe for the class? Anyone interested? Scribe for the class. Like as we talk, we just kind of jot things down. All right, you gotta keep a log of what we're saying. Jenny?
Because he was sitting
Thank
there.
you. Scribe. We had that as a root word last year. It means
Yeah, I know what it
I
means,
know.
but why do you say it?
Because that's the role of the person writing. Is the scribe.
Boy Scout girls.
But there are other words you can use to say that.
But what if
So,
they're
you want
wrong?
to talk about what a quartermaster is?
Yes!
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
so-
This is
Now you're one.
I promise you'll survive. It's only 180 days. So,
Only 180.
let's review what we've got so far and let's add to it. So, what do you guys have so far? What are some things? And don't repeat what's already been said unless yours is like a little different. I heard some repetition, so I like that because we're all kind of on the same page.
And it's good when people listen to ideas, and it's good when you tell people what you're doing before you do it.
So, explaining your thinking, right?
Yeah.
So, telling people what you're doing. And then I like to listen to ideas, but I would go even further and say engage with the idea. So I can like just sit there and just like nod along. But if I then just like, so you just said your idea, but nobody like says anything back or nobody converses with you.
Yeah.
Listening is only part of it. Engage with the ideas or whatever.
kind of similar one to Ava, but it's more like don't be like a this is like a not to do is to not be like a hypocrite and saying like you're not helping and that person themselves is not trying to help.
Yeah.
When they say like you're not we're helping and then they aren't doing it either.
So let's spin this to a positive. Let's say like what would you say? Be the example of what you want to see, or like how could we say that in a positive manner?
Be the change you want.
Yes, be the change. Like exhibit positive behaviors. Maybe so like saying you're not helping is not really a good behavior. You could instead of saying you're not helping, say, hey, do you think you could provide them a way in which they could help? Because saying you're not helping doesn't help anybody. Provide them a solution. Provide a suggestion.
It's bad to yell and distract others.
So yeah, raising your voice is pretty much not necessary unless you're just like getting excited. And then it's just like, I get it. I'm a nerd. I get excited about this. And what was the second one? Yell and
Distracting like others,
Distracting
either in your
others.
group or
Yeah, like if your group mate is like flicking you on the shoulder and like that's not helping at all. What else do you think? I heard more.
Participating is good. Isn't good.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Don't be a control freak.
Yes, so, thank you. On both sides of it, one bad would be doing nothing, and the other bad would be trying to do everything, right? So, what could we even say? Like, a positive behavior would be, like, fair participation or something?
Everybody helps to work. I think it's common.
It's like cooperate?
Yeah.
Collaborate?
Collaboration.
Yeah, so a positive would be collaboration. So not just saying like, yeah, but like exchange of ideas, promoting, pushing. What else? What do you think, Mr. Sherg? What are behaviors or statements that you do or do not like to hear or see in group or team settings? Help us out. You do a lot of team stuff.
There's lots of things that you don't like to hear. You don't like to hear any phrases of exclusion, like "this is my job and I'm doing this and you can't." Like that's a team's supposed to bring people together. I'd say anytime I'm on a team, I like to ask questions. Like asking questions of what people would like to do and how they think they could help. I think that's how you build a team.
Like considering others.
Yes.
Yeah.
And finally, how do you phrase when things are challenging? So, like, let's say you fail, because you're gonna fail.
You didn't get the cup stack.
Right? Like you fail is not doing that. So I think you go, all right, how do we evaluate? What did we do well? What are areas that we need to improve? Not like what are we bad at? Because that means that's saying that I'm bad at something or we're bad at something. But that positive mindset of I can impact it and change it moving forward.
So growth statements or growth mindset or attitude, whatever. You guys know I may share part of this video. I'll skip past the cheesy part. But you know have you heard the story about the girl who they had to remove half her brain?
No.
So I forget exactly what happened. She had something going on in her brain, and for really any chance of survival, they had to remove half her brain because whatever was going on was on that half. So the doctors, you have half a brain. Some things are controlled on your right side, some things are controlled on your left side. She can walk now. She can talk now. She has made an amazing amount of recovery that no doctor had predicted. Because our brains are an amazing, adaptable, like growing object. Now, could we all do all that with half a brain? That took a long road. I'm sure it was not easy. But she's there now. So that idea of growth.
Good afternoon. Aubriana Crace, please come to the office. Aubriana Crace, please come to the office.
If the doctors had said, you've lost half your brain, you're never going to talk again, you're never going to walk again, do you think she probably would have had that positive attitude?
No.
But the doctor said there's a chance. There's recovery options. There are routes we can try. I'm sure some of those doctors probably really were thinking on the negative side of things and the realist side of things. But having that positive attitude, that positive mindset, and that support, and she's talking, walking, doing all that stuff. I think we're almost out of time, so I got to make sure. Yeah, we are out of time, so I got to get you back to 8th grade in time. We will dive into the actual math at some point, but I will get the master sheet from Jenny. Thank you so much for your scribe. I will expect some other ones of you. You can recycle it since we merged our ideas together. I will expect some other scribes in the future. But thank you very much, guys. I don't know when I'll give you textbooks and stuff. We'll dive into math at some point.
Yeah. You separate that binder.
What?
Someone put smart.
Oh, yeah, that was Mr. Estes.
I'm like, I know it was probably you or